So John, I mean, these principles sort of becoming a bionic organization, we were talking earlier about, an organization we helped sort of on this path. Or what does it take to really implement sort of these, the aspects of the bionic organization, and maybe that provides sort of a map for others.
Sure, absolutely. A fascinating thing. So we have this now a product, but we created as a service of predictive analytics for some of our airline customers. And it's an amazing story of the bionic organization because it really combines the best of what machines can tell us and what people can, and also the talent that knows how to do something with that. So specifically, think about the problem for a minute. If you're going to help an airline with predictive maintenance, you already have the 3 sets of data and analysis that are unbelievable. You have the airlines, the airframe manufacturers, so Airbus and Boeing largely, who are unbelievably good at design, simulation, and when you think about it, every single part in an airplane is tracked down, literally down to the screw, right? You have the longitudinal analysis, you have the whole thing, so, and the analysis of that, and they're always engineering the living daylights out of that. Then the second piece is the engine manufacturers. So you have the 3 biggies are, Rolls-Royce, Pratt & Whitney, and GE. And so they are unbelievable at doing data analytics, simulation, bionic, right, the whole routine. And then you have the airline maintenance departments who are also highly analytic. And so think about just how hard it is to tell them anything they don't already know. And so by looking at the problem in a new way, which was first, the team decided that the unit of analysis is not the airplane or the engine or the maintenance event. What it was the flight. And by looking at an aircraft in flight, you see all the stresses and strains, and that gives you the longitudinal information by flight as to where actually a maintenance issue might happen. Then they looked at the data totally differently. So what they did is they had a set of unstructured data, maintenance logs, where they went in and they structured that data, they digitized it, and they combined it with the existing data they did. So that's multimodal kind of data analysis. Then they had multi-model kind of analysis that they applied. So first, they started with a critical event analysis because they were essentially finding the needle of the needle in the haystack, right? In order to do that, you can't look at the overall distribution because the data will swamp you. So what they did is critical event analysis. That told them what to look for. Then they did a principal component analysis, one of the things underneath that, so a different kind of model. And then they did an analysis of looking at implementability versus value, so yet another model that took the practicality of what might be implementable against value, and then they skinnied that down to a set of rules of thumb, heuristics for the maintenance people, so they can make a decision and say, hey, look, when this aircraft is on the ground here, according to our analysis, sometime in the next 5 flights, there's an 80% probability that you're going to have this maintenance problem, and the economic value of that's usually about $2 million because of delays and what happens and so forth. So with this, we've been able to save those airlines literally hundreds of millions of dollars. But by really understanding the right combination of machine and person in the context of the right analysis.
Yeah, I think it just brings it all together so perfectly. It's what was the customer outcome? It's the flight itself, and how can I bring together those things from multiple facets and sit sort of in the middle, an opportunity to do that around different types of risks in different areas. It's a question of, can I really bring that talent, put it in the hands of where judgment happens, build the talent to actually find that insight amongst the stack of what people are looking at, and really capture the value in it.
Just on a human level, I mean, if I've worked with a lot of analysts over the years, the excitement in their voice of having such a hard problem and being able to crack that problem, it's better than money, it's better than anything. And so inside any insurance company, there are tons of super important problems like this. And if you just unleash the talent on them and give them the support and the leeway to do it, you'll find amazing things.